Hi guys, Namaskara, Suswagata. Welcome to Diksha Karnataka YouTube channel. ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು ನಾವು ಮಾಕ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟು ಮತ್ತು ಮಾಕ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ 1 ಮತ್ತು ಮಾಕ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ 2 ಆಗಲೇ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ವೀಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ಮಾಕ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ 3ದು ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸು ಮತ್ತು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ನೀವು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ್ KCET 2023 ಫ್ರೀ ಮಾಕ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು KCET 2023 ತುಂಬ ಹತ್ತಿರದಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೂ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಆಗಲೇ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೊಂದು ಮಾಕ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕು. ಮಾಕ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಮಾಕ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಏನು ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಕ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಗೆಟ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಅಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ್ KCET 2023. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಇದೆ. ಕೈಂಡ್ಲಿ ಆ ಲಿಂಕ್ನ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಾದಮೇಲೆ ಇಮೇಲ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನೀವು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಲ್ ದ ಮಾಕ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಮೇಲಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ PDF ಆಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಏನೋ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಾವು ವೀಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ದು. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ಆರ್ ವೀಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ವೀಡಿಯೋಸು ಬೇಡ ಅಂದರೆ ಆಲ್ ದ PDF ಫಾರ್ ದ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್, ಆಲ್ ದ ಮಾಕ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ದು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ PDF ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಲಿಂಕಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಸೊ this will help you for your KCET 2023 and I'll make sure that all our students of Karnataka can score the best marks in the KCET 2023. Okay, let's go with the question number 1 today. Question number 1, that is, which of the following does not show the anomalous behavior of lithium? So lithium reacts with nitrogen to form a nitride. Lithium carbonate decomposes on heating. Lithium nitrate gives on heating, and lithium is the strongest reducing agent. So guys, coming back to first, that is, lithium reacts with nitrogen to form nitrate. Yes, it forms a when metal reacts with a nitrogen to form metallic nitride. Coming back to lithium carbonates decomposes on heating. Yes, it actually decomposes on heating. Lithium nitrate gives on heating. Exactly right. If I heat only then. So coming back to lithium is strongest reducing agent. Do you really think? Because we know that all alkali metals are strongest reducing agent where lithium is not. So we know that. So option D will be your right answer. Right? Coming back to question number 2, the magnitude of the magnetic momentum, spin only. They have actually mentioned as spin only at nickel tetrachloride ion, that is in the 2- will be. So we know that magnetic momentum. So everyone know that is magnetic momentum, that is nu is equals to square root of n plus 2. We know this, right? So we know this. So we know that the oxidation number is plus 2. So we know that the number of unpaired electron, if we go with the Hund's rule according to a rearrangement, we know 2 unpaired electrons will be there, that is n. So if I substitute here n, mu is equals to square root of 2 into 2 plus 2. So what it is? Square root of 4 2s are 8. So square root of 8. If we do the square root of 8, we get, that is 2.82 bm. That is Bohr's momentum. So 2.82 bm. This will be the right answer. Okay. Coming back to cis polyisoprene possesses elastic property. So this is a structure of cis isoprene. So what do you understand well? Polyisoprene. Actually it is polyisoprene. Cis polyisoprene ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಐಸೋಮರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಜಾಮೆಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಐಸೋಮರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಸಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆ ಸಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಚೈನ್ ಪಾಲಿಮರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? That is, cis polyisoprene possesses the elastic property because as it is soft and soluble in non-polar solvent, not at all. It is unsaturated and porous. Why this will give you the elastic property? So it has collided structure and chains held together by the weak van der Waals forces, or it has the fibrous structures and reactive sites as a various double bond. As we know that it is together, this cis polyisoprenes are together held by the van der Waals force of attraction, which is in the coil structures, Thus it can be stretched stretched like a spring and it exhibits a elastic property. So we know that it has a coil structure and chains are held together by the weak van der Waals forces. Then option C will be your right answer. Option C will be your right answer. Coming back to fourth, question number 4. Which of the following should be most volatile? Which of the following should be most volatile? So that is 1, that is CH2, 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 NH2. So we know that this is, one second guys. So we know that this is primary amine. So this is your tertiary amine. And this will be a secondary amine. So this is nothing. So coming back to, we know that the boiling points of isomeric amines are, the boiling points will be, first will be tertiary amines, secondary amines, and coming back to primary amines. So this is the most of the boiling points will be having for the tertiary amine because of absence of hydrogen atom in the tertiary amines. As it goes to secondary amines, only one hydrogen atom is there. Coming back to primary amine, the hydrogen atom will be 2. As it goes down, the intermolecular hydrogen bonding will be less in the tertiary amines. So this will, as the primary amines has an intermolecular hydrogen bonding will be more, the same way the secondary amines and tertiary has less. So that's a boiling point and the melting point both are interlinked. Then your right answer will be option A, that is 2, that is tertiary amine. So which of the following should be the most volatile? Then that is tertiary amines, that is option 2. So there is option 2 under the question and your right answer is option A, which is giving your option 2 answer. Okay. Coming back to question number 5, which of the following is the correct axial distance and axial angles of rhombohedral system? As we know that is a rhombohedral, like under the Brevis lattices, we know that rhombohedral, we know that it is always A is equals to B is equals to C, where alpha is equals to beta is equals to gamma is not equal to 90 degree. So we know this. So what is the Brevis lattices? So we can see that in the rhombohedral system, the option A will be your correct answer. Option A will be your correct answer. On heating ammonium dichromate. Now coming back to on heating ammonium dichromate and barium azide separately, what do we get? So we know that ammonium dichromate is nothing but your NH4 twice Cr2O7. When this ammonium dichromate is heated, we get N2 gas is evolved. The coming back to barium azide is nothing but your barium with N3 twice. When I heat again here, nitrogen gas is evolved. So here what is evolved here? Both the cases nitrogen gas is evolved. In the both the cases nitrogen gas is evolved. Therefore option A will be your right answer. That is nitrogen in the both cases is evolved. So nitrogen with the ammonium dichromate, nitrogen oxide, no. So all the other options are wrong. Coming back to option A will be a right answer. The term broad spectrum antibiotics means what? So as we know that antibiotics are used to kill microorganisms present in our body. So broad spectrum antibiotics stays only one thing, that it also kills gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria which is inside our body. So we do take an antibiotic. So broad-spectrum antibiotics are nothing but both gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria has been killed or inhibit their cell growth. Okay. So coming back to the option. Bacterial serial antibiotics, no. Bacteriostatics, no. Which kills and inhibits the wide range of gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. So option C is correct answer. So here all types of gram-positive only. No, it also does the grams negative also. So here option C will be your correct answer. Option C will be your correct answer. A compound of magnesium contains 21.9%. Once again, and 27.8% of phosphorus and 50.3% of oxygen. What will be the simplest formula of the compound? So we know that simplest formula is nothing but your empirical formula, so we can find it out. So what are the elements? That is magnesium, phosphorus and oxygen. Right? These are the element. What are the percentage they have given? That is 21.9 percentage. Phosphorus is 27.8 percentage, and coming back to 50.3 percentage. So we have to find out the molar ratio. Molar ratio is nothing but number of molar mass we have to divide with the percentage. The 21.9 divided by, so magnesium, as we know the molar mass of the magnesium is 24. The same as the phosphorus, that is 27.8, and the molar mass of the phosphorus will be 31. That is 31. And coming back to oxygen is 16. So 50.3 divided by 16. So what will be the answer? So answer will be 0.91 here. Here 0.90. And coming back to this, it will be 3.14. So their relative ratios are nothing but this will be 1, this will be 1. Comparable to this, it will be 3.48. So we know that the simple whole number ratio, if we convert into simple whole number ratio, will be, that will be, this is 2, and this is 7. So we know that due to this, our correct formula will be, that is Mg2, see it, simplest whole number ratio, and P2 and O7. So which is the correct answer? That is Mg2, P2 and O7. So here option A is your correct answer. Okay, clear? Coming back to question number 9, that is cryolite and fluorospar are mixed with aluminium oxide during electrolysis for the extraction of aluminium to what? So as we know that due to this cryolite, what is the property of cryolite? Why do we put cryolite in the manufacture of aluminium extraction? Why? So is the only main purpose is to cryolite to reduce the melting point of the mixture and increasing its conductivity. So here we are reducing the melting point and increasing the conductivity. Increase the mass of the reaction? No. Reduce the aluminium oxide by cryolite? No. To get the other products of anode like fluorine? No. So we use that thing but lowering the melting point and increasing the conductivity of it. Electrolyte, we use the cryolite. The main reason of using cryolite is to this. Okay, coming back to compound A and compound C of the following reaction. So what will be the compound A? When I react CH3, CHO here with the RMGX, that is, what is RMGX? We have studied in the previous videos, that is RMGS is nothing but your Grignard's reagent, and it is going under hydration. So what it forms? It forms an alcohol. It forms an alcohol, that is CH3CHOH, again here CH3. This is propan 2-ol. This is propan 2-ol. When propan 2-ol is heated, we get an CH double bond CH2. That is CH2 double bond CH2. So here we get an exactly the number of alkene, that is propane we get. So this propane on hydroboration and oxidation, we know that the property of hydroboration will give you the primary alcohol. So what do you get in the primary alcohol? That is nothing but CH3, CH2, CH2OH. This is what? Propanol or propan 1-ol. So what it shows? It is propan 1-ol. So this is an A and this is an B. So what is the difference between propan 2-ol and propan 1-ol? It is the change in the position of the functional group or the change in the position of any substituent. But both remains same. So both remain same. So here the answer is here the positional isomerism. So we know that here we can see that is a positional isomerism. This phenomenon we call it as positional isomers. Clear? A sudden large jump between the values of second and third ionization, that is second and third ionization energies of an element would associate with which of the following electronic configuration? Sudden large change up in the values of second and the third ionization energy elements indicates that the element has 2 electrons in its valence shell. So this has 2 electron in its valence shell. This is the valence shell, is the last shell, it has 2 valence electron. So 2 valence electrons in the last cell alli now ಏನಂತ electronic configuration ಬರಿಬಹುದು. We know that we will write 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s2. So your option D will be your right answer. That is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 and 3s2. 2 last cell ಆಗಿರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ last cell ನಮಗೆ 3s2 ಇರಬೇಕು, right? So this is here, it jumps from the second to the third ionization energies. Question number 12, pick up the incorrect statement from the following. Let us see. Glucose exists in 2 different crystalline form, that is alpha D glucose and beta D glucose. Okay, this is correct. Cyclic structure of alpha D glucose and the beta D glucose is called pyranose structure. This is true. Coming back to cellulose is a straight chain polysaccharide made up of only beta glucose unit. That is also true. So which is the incorrect here? Alpha D glucose and beta glucose are enantiomers. Not at all. We know that what are enantiomers. So alpha D glucose and beta D glucose are anomers. These are anomers. These are not enantiomers. These are anomers. Then your option C will be your right answer. So option C will be your right answer. Match the terms given in the column 1 with the type of solution with the given column 2. So ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು, that is column 1 ಇಂದ column 2 ಗೆ ನಾವು ನೋಡಬೇಕು. So very simple guys, match the following ಇರುತ್ತೆ. match the following ತುಂಬಾ ಈಸಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವತ್ತೇ ಇದ್ರು ಎರಡು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ನೀವೇನಾದರೂ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆನ್ಸರು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ 2 ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರು ಕೂಡ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೋಡಾ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? ಸೋಡಾ ವಾಟರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು, ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ in liquid. So what is gas in liquid? So here nothing but soda water is matching with the option 5. That is gas in liquid. Coming back to sugar solution. Sugar solution ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೇವೆ? Liquid ಅಲ್ಲಿ solid ಆಗ್ತೇವೆ. So solid in liquid. So sugar solution is solid in liquid. That is option B is relating to the option 3. ಮತ್ತೆ ಜರ್ಮನ್ ಸಿಲ್ವರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಜರ್ಮನ್ ಸಿಲ್ವರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಇವಾಗ ಇದು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡೋದ, ಸೋಡಾ ವಾಟರ್ ಏನಿದೆ 5 ಇದೆ, ಶುಗರ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ 3. 5 3 ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಬಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಬಿ ಎಲ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇರೋದು ಮಾತ್ರ 5 and 3. ಸೊ ಜರ್ಮನ್ ಸಿಲ್ವರ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಾಲಿಡ್. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಅದೇ ಥರ ಏರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್. ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್. ಅದೇ ಥರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಪೆಲಾಡಿಯಂ. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೆಲಾಡಿಯಂ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸಾಲಿಡ್, ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್. ಸೊ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸಾಲಿಡ್. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ A is 5, correct. Coming back to B is 3. So B is 3. Then coming back to German silver is 4. So the C is 4 and D is 2. So D is 2. This is also correct. And E is 1. Then your option B will collide with all the options. That is correct options. That is option B. So this we got to know. Very easy. Next. Mark the correct order of decreasing acid strength of the following compound. So simple ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗತ್ತಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ವಿಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಿದೆ? ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ವಿಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇಸ್ ನೈಟ್ರೇಟ್, NO2. So will increases the acidity of phenol. ಅದು acidity of the phenol. Electron withdrawing group ಇದ್ರೆ it increase the acidity of phenol. ಅದೇ ಥರ electron donating group ಯಾವುದಿದೆ? OCH3. So this will decrease the acidity of phenol. So which will be? Most will be ಪ್ಯಾರಾ ಪೊಸಿಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ನೈಟ್ರೋ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಪ್ಯಾರಾ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ 2. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೆಟಾ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಇಸ್ 4. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ 3. ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1. ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 5. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಯೋರ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಸೊ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ವಿಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡೊನೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ನ ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರು ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಫುಲ್. Coming back to again ತುಂಬಾ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ 1 ಇಂದ ಕಾಲಮ್ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ದ ಅಪ್ರೋಪ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್. ಒಂದು ಅಪ್ರೋಪ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀಡರ್ ಕ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ? ವಿ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ಹೈಡ್ರಸ್ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್. ಸೊ ಅನ್ಹೈಡ್ರಸ್ ಅಲ್ಯೂಮಿನಿಯಂ ಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ಅದು ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಸಿಲಿಕಾ ಜೆಲ್ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಬಾಟಲ್ಸಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ. ದೆನ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮಾಸ್ಕ್ ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಕೊರೋನಾದಲ್ಲೂ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಮಾಸ್ಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟು ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ ದ ಪಾಯ್ಸನಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ 4. ದೆನ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಲಿಚ್ ಅಡ್ಸಾರ್ಪ್ಷನ್ ಐಸೋಥಮ್. ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಲಿಚ್ ಅಡ್ಸಾರ್ಪ್ಷನ್ ಐಸೋಥಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್. ಸೊ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್. ಸೊ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು so here option A will is coinciding with the 3, B should be 1, C is 4 and D is 2. So here option C will be your correct answer. Understood? So option C will be your correct answer. So guys, coming back to question number 16 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ in a solid state ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್ ಪೆಂಟಾಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್. ಸೊ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್ ಪೆಂಟಾಕ್ಲೋರೈಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಅಯಾನಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಅಯಾನಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಅಯಾನಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಯಾನಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? PCl4+ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ PCl6 ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮೈನಸ್. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ PCl6ದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಯಾವ್ದಿರುತ್ತೆ? ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ 6, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆಕ್ಟಾಹೆಡ್ರಲ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ PCl4 ಇದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಟೆಟ್ರಾಹೆಡ್ರಲ್. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ PCl4 ಮತ್ತು PCl6 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮೈನಸ್ ಯಾವ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ? ಕೋವೆಲೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆಕ್ಟಾಹೆಡ್ರಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದು +6 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಯರ್ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಯಾನಿಕ್ ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ವಿತ್ PCl4+ ಟೆಟ್ರಾಹೆಡ್ರಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ PCl6- ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟಾಹೆಡ್ರಲ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಸೊ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 17 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ half life period of a first order reaction is 10 minutes. What percentage of the reaction will be completed in 100 minutes? So ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು T half is equals to 0.693 divided by K. So K is equals to 0.693 divided by 10 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಥರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? K is equals to 2.303 divided by T into log of A divided by A minus X. ನಾವು ಇದೆರಡು ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ 1 ಮತ್ತು ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ 2ನ ಈಕ್ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗೋದು? 0.693 divided by 10. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ asking for the 100th minute. So that is 2.303 divided by 100 into log of 100 by 100 minus X. ನಾವೇನಾದರೂ ಇದನ್ನ ಹಂಗೆ solution ಆ ಕಡೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ like if we shift this side and we find it out, X is equals to 99.9% ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ X ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So this is nothing but your answer will be your option C, that is 99.9%. Acidified potassium dichromate reacts with potassium iodide. So that is nothing but your acidified potassium dichromate, that is K2Cr2O7, which is acidified with H2SO4 plus it reacts with potassium iodide. Potassium iodide jothe react ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ what do we get? We know that is chromium sulfate. Chromium sulfate ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ plus iodine is liberated. What is the oxidation state of chromium? What is the oxidation of chromium in the product of the reaction? Product ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆ? ಕ್ರೋಮಿಯಂ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಕ್ರೋಮಿಯಂದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ we have to find out. So oxidation state of this, we know that when we write this, we write it as chromium 3 sulfate. Chromium 3 sulfate ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀವಿ. This 3 represent +3 oxidation state. Here option C will be your correct answer. Option C will be your correct answer. Clear? Coming back to question number 19, the types of hybrid orbitals of a nitrogen, that is nitrogen dioxide plus and nitrogen trioxide minus and ammonium ion, that is NH4 plus respectively, are expected to be. So as we know that this is a formula that is nothing but X is equals to half of So what is the formula? X is equals to half of VE plus MA minus of C plus A. So let us study what is this VE. VE is equals to what? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ VE ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ? VE is nothing but number of valence electrons. Number of valence electrons. So MA ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ? MA means is nothing but number of monovalent atoms surrounding the central atom. So there is number of monovalent atoms surrounding the central atom. C andre ಏನು? Charge on cation. So charge on cation ಯಾವ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದೆ? Charge on anion ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. So we know that there is nothing but first ಏನಿದೆ? NO2 plus ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. So NO2 plus ಏನಂತ ತೋರಿಸಿದೆ? is nothing but if we write it as that is X is equals to NO2 plus that is equals to half. So valence electrons of this will be 5 plus monovalent atom surrounding the central atom is 0 and ಇವಾಗ C ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇಂಟು ಮೈನಸ್ ಇಸ್ -1. So it is -1. We'll write it as, so what will be this? This answer will be 2. Then this hybridization will be sp hybridization. So answer for this will be sp hybridization. ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡೈಸೇಷನ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? sp ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ತರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೇನಾದ್ರೂ x is equals to NO3 ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹಾಫ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಸೇಮ್ 5 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 0 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ 3 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ 3 ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ? sp2 hybridization ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಟು ನೋ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ sp2 hybridization. sp2 hybridization ಗೊತ್ತಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ is equals to s is equals to NH4 plus. So half is equals to, we know that NH4 plus ಗೆ 5 ಇದೆ and there is central atom ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು monovalent atoms ಇದೆ? that is 4. So it is +1, so it will be minus. So it is already the minus is there, so it will represent as -1. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ we get the answer that is nothing but 4 ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ hybridization ಆಗತ್ತೆ? that will be sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization ಆಗತ್ತೆ. So as we know everything, then it is sp. NO2 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? sp. NO3 will be sp2. Then NH4 will be sp3. So can you see there is anything sp, sp2 and sp3? There is option B will be your right answer. Option B will be your right answer. Coming back to chloromethane reacts in the treatment with excess of ammonia. So what is chloromethane? That is nothing but CH3Cl plus excess of ammonia. Ammonia na ನಾನು excess ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ? We get in the presence of excess of ammonia tertiary amine. Tertiary amine will form. So what do we know that it forms? Tertiary amines are formed. So this reaction can be seen in your organic compound containing nitrogen atoms ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಅದು ಆ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು that is alkyl chloride, when it reacts with excess of ammonia, if we get tertiary amines. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ tertiary amines ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ? This is secondary amines, this is primary amines and mixture containing all in the equal proportions ಆಗಲ್ಲ. So this is secondary, this is primary. So which is the tertiary amine here? That is option A, that is N, N dimethyl methanamine. So that is dimethyl methanamine. Then option A will be your right answer. Coming back to question number 21. Question number 21 ಏನಂತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the correct order of packing efficiency of different types of unit cell. So ಇವಾಗ packing efficiency of different types of unit cell ನಾವು ನೋಡೋದ. ಹೇಗಿದೆ packing efficiency ಅಂದ್ರೆ FCCl ಏನ್ packing efficiency ಇದೆ? BCCl ಯಾವ packing efficiency ಇದೆ? and simple cubically ಯಾವ packing efficiency ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋದ. So FCC packing efficiency ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 74% ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. whereas BCC packing efficiency ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 68% ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then coming back to simple cubical packing efficiency ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? that is 54%. So different types of, so we'll see the correct order ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ. first ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? first FCC ಬರುತ್ತೆ, then BCC, then simple cubic. So can you see this same order in anywhere here? That is FCC, BCC and simple cubic. So option B will be your correct answer. The compound X having molecular formula that is C4H8O2 is hydrolyzed by water. So guys, simple ಆಗಿ ನೋಡೋದ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಎ ಯಾವ್ದಿರತ್ತೆ C4H8O2. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಇದು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ that is CH3 C double bond O CH3. So what is this called as? This is nothing but here ethyl ethanoate. This is ethyl ethanoate. So I'll write it as compound X. Compound X anta now madada. So let me write it as this as compound X. Clear? Now your compound X anta bandre, so is hydrolyzed by water in the presence of acid to give carboxylic acid. So ivaga hydrolyzed with the presence of water. Water ide plus acidification ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. So what we are getting? We are getting carboxylic acid. That is ethyl ethanoate will give you what? Ethanoic acid. So this will be ethanoic acid. So this will be your Y. So this is your Y. Y ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ. So Y ಗೊತ್ತಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ and alcohol also will be produced. ಇದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, that is ethanol, that is C2H5OH. This is ethanol. This is ethanol. This ethanol is nothing but we write it as Z. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು Z ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Z on oxidation with chromic acid. ಇದೇ ತರ ನಾನು ಏನಾದ್ರು Z ನ ನಾನು chromic acid ಜೊತೆ chromic acid that is CrO3 ನ chromic acid ಜೊತೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ again it gives Y. Again it gives Y. What is Y? Is nothing but here, sorry, it gives Z. That's here. On oxidation with chromic acid it gives Y. Then it will be CH3COOH. What is this CH3COOH? Is nothing but here ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid anta nam sigate. So respectively they are asking what is XYZ. So XYZ ಏನಂತ X is nothing but ethyl ethanoate CH3COCH3 is here this. Then coming back to Y and CH3COOH and Z is nothing but here C2H5OH. So C2H5OH ellide is nothing but this. So your option A will be your correct answer. Clear? Option A will be your correct answer. So next is the canonical or resonating structure of molecule required to describe the structure of a molecule follow which rules of the following. So ಇವಾಗ canonical or resonating structure ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ರೂಲ್ ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? So we know that canonical structures differs only in the position of electrons. It differs only in the position of electrons, not in the number of paid or unpaid electrons. See, it's only differ in the position of electrons. Position of electrons ಮಾತ್ರ differ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, but unpaid electrons or paid electrons ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ differ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. So we know this. So relative position of the all atoms can differ. Yes, position can be differ. Same number of unpaid and paid electrons will be in all structure. Do you really think same number of unpaid and paid nan illa anta helidi? The energy of each structure is different. Like charges are present on adjacent atom. Then your option B will be your correct answer. Option B will be your correct answer. That is same number of unpaid and paid electrons will all structure. No, it's only depends upon the position of the electrons, not in the number of paid and unpaid electrons. Clear? Coming back to question number 24, which of the following alcohols give best yield of dialkyl ether on being heated on the trace of sulfuric acid? So ಇದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, ಈಥರ್ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ವಿಲಿಯಮ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಈಥರ್ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ so they say only one thing. ಯಾವುದಂದ್ರೆ alkyl halides will react with alkyl alkoxides. ಅದು alkoxides ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು alkyl group, it can be tertiary or secondary, but ಯಾವತ್ತೇ ಇದ್ರು ಆಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಲೈಡ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಸೊ ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ಸ್ ರೆಡಿಲಿ form an ether when it is heated with concentrated H2SO4. So kindly see which is the primary alcohol here. Here option C will be your primary alcohol. Clear? Coming back to 25, which of the following metals cannot liberate hydrogen ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಆಸಿಡ್. ಸೊ ಯಾವ್ದು ಆಸಿಡ್ ಇಂದ ಯಾವ್ದು ಮೆಟಲ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಲಿಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಇವಾಗ ಆಸಿಡ್ ನ ಏನಾದ್ರು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಲಿಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನಮಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಪರ್ ಲೈಸ್ ಅಬೋವ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇನ್ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಮೋಟಿವ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ series. So ನಮಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ zinc will produce H2, this also produce H2 and nickel will produce H2, but copper lies above the H2 in the EMF of the series. So is nothing but copper will not cannot liberate hydrogen from the acid. Clear? Question number 26 ಏನಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ which of the following gases will have least volume of if 10 gram of each gas is taken at the same temperature and pressure. Same temperature and pressure ಬಂದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು question number 26 ಏನಂತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ so number of moles. So we know this formula, that is number of moles is directly proportional to is inversely proportional to molecular mass. Is inversely proportional to the molecular mass. So molecular mass ಏನಿದೆ? Molecular mass of carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide molecular mass ಏನಿದೆ? 44 grams. Next, coming back to molecular mass of nitrogen is 28 ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ. So methane ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? That is 16. Methane will be 16 and HCl ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ? HCl is 36.5 ಅಂತ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. So carbon dioxide will have the least volume. So here coming back to carbon dioxide will have the least volume because volume number of mole is inversely proportional to molecular mass. Molecular mass ಯಾವ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So nothing but your correct answer is option A. So carbon dioxide ದು ಗ್ರಾಮ್ molecular mass ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, number of mole ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇದೆ, so it is inversely proportional. If it is more here, then this will be the least. So volume ಯಾವ್ದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ molecular mass is carbon dioxide has the molecular mass of 44 grams, whereas number of moles will be less, that is volume will be less, then this will be carbon dioxide is the correct answer. 27. Which of the following statement is not correct with about the xenon difluoride? So xenon difluoride ಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it can be obtained by direct reaction between F2 and xenon at high temperature. This is correct. So xenon difluoride undergoes alkaline hydrolysis to give oxygen plus xenon. That is also correct. Xenon difluoride contains 2 bond pairs and 3 lone pairs. Exactly right. So 2 bond pairs irutte, 2 bonds pair and 3 lone pairs will be there. And coming back to xenon difluoride is a powerful reducing agent. Do you really think xenon difluoride is a powerful reducing agent? No. We all know that xenon is a oxidizing agent. So this is the incorrect sentence. Then your answer will be option C. Option C will be your correct answer. Coming back to question number 8. Equal masses of helium and oxygen are mixed in a container at 25 degrees Celsius ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So fraction of total pressure exerted by oxygen in the mixture of gases ಏನಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೀಲಿಯಂ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಎರಡು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಒಂದು ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ at 25 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಮೋಲ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ನಾವು ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಮೋಲ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಮೋಲ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ 1/32 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 1/32 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 1/32 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1/4 ನಾನೇನಾದರೂ ಇದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1/32 into 32 divided by 9. So it is 32 cancel, then the answer will be 1/9. So 1/9 ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರುತ್ತಾ. ಸೊ ಪಾರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ which was exerted by oxygen in the container is 1/9. So your answer C will be your correct answer. Okay. Coming back to question number 29, consider the following reaction, that is carbon monoxide gas will react with half mole of oxygen gas to give carbon dioxide. So it gives carbon dioxide. how delta E and delta H are related for this. This is thermodynamics al baratte. So we know that exact formula, that is delta H is equals to delta E plus ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎನ್ ಜಿ ಆರ್ ಟಿ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎನ್ ಜಿ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಎನ್ ಜಿ ನಾನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ 1 - 3/2. 1 - 3/2. So it is nothing but here -1/2, that is nothing but is minus 0.5. Now substitute this here. So that is delta H is equals to delta E minus 0.5 RT. So this will be your correct answer. So you'll note yaudalide option A is only your correct answer. Clear? So use that formula so you'll understand how to solve. Coming back to question number 30. Dinitrogen tetroxide gas in the electrolysis or the equilibrium will give you that the nitrogen dioxide, the equilibrium constant is 5.7 into 10 to the power of -9. So we all know that smaller value of equilibrium constant, that is Kc, the smaller value of the equilibrium constant will be less than 10 to the power of -3. This signifies what? This signifies greater concentration of reactants, greater concentration of the reactant as compared to that of product, as compared to that of products. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಿದೆ, ಸೊ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ N2O4 is higher than that of NO2. So option B will be your correct answer. Option B will be your correct answer.